Okay. For you, Coffee.
I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
Welcome to MMA Underground. You got Buddy V over here with the one, the only.
Sam K, what up, what up? And who we got tonight, man? All the way from the OG yard. Two OGs, two heavyweights.
Okay.
The one and only Beast. The one and only Ryu Sennin. What's good?
Okay.
I'm happy to be here. You know how it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man.
I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a fun show, and it feels funny because I want to be like, man, y'all are beasts, but it's like your name's Beast, so I'm gonna try to watch that. Nah, man. So I'm curious. Are you guys real quick before we get into the questions and stuff? Do you guys watch some boxing here and there? You gonna watch that Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis fight?
Yeah.
Who you guys got?
Man, realistically, Davis, I feel like Davis gonna pull it off. Garcia, he got this. He nice, but I don't feel like he get that grit to keep Tank off him like that. I feel like he gonna touch him up though, but it's gonna be pretty impactful. But I feel like, yeah, as soon as Tank lay a few shots on him, it's gonna be night.
Oh hell yeah!
I could feel that. I could definitely go with that.
Yeah.
I just hope that they sign a contract and like it actually happens, because I know talk about it, but I want to make sure it happens.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, since we're talking about matches, fun fighting, an interesting match that I was curious about was actually Beast when I was watching through all the fights again, was the one you had against Fair Play. And my question was, how slippery was it? How hard was it to fight when it? Because I just saw you guys going around. I mean, what was that like having to deal with that?
That's pretty embarrassing. That's what it really was. I mean, as muddy as it was, it was. Yeah. No matter what, he didn't have on those shoes, or did he have? I don't even recall.
No, he was barefoot.
Yeah, that was just all the way out the way. Yeah, that was like a water ride. We was at some type of party. It really, as slippery as it was, everybody that fought at the event really couldn't really hold their ground or throw some effective shots and stuff. Because even if you do, you still look crazy. Somebody hit you like you got dropped. It just, that fight was pretty. That was a mess. I would just forget that fight.
So that's why we're here to remind you, right? Yeah, we get through the research. Go back and read the highlights.
Hey, for the fans, it was a classic, bro. We had two legends going at it. You know what I'm saying? And I know it was more of like a spar exhibition, but regardless, man,
Fair Play was trying to sleep me. He didn't. My intention was to be easy. He didn't care. He was trying to sleep me every round. Any chance he could throw a shot. Fair Play does. Fair Play is fair play though. That's him any fight.
You don't play.
No, zero tolerance.
He was the toughest out of your StreetBeefs opponents. He was the toughest. Is that still stands?
When I said toughest, I meant more as far as that grit. Like if we were the same weight, it'd probably be a little bit more competitive fight. But then we wouldn't really know that because he's so small. But he definitely was I'd say Predator, even though you might not think he was really that was the first guy I fought. He hit me. I've seen spots. I've never been hit by nobody hard like that in StreetBeefs. Fair Play had that willpower where I feel like if we were the same weight and I would have fought him, say maybe like 80%, I feel like he still would have gave me a run for my money though. Like I truly believe that because no matter what, he's so relentless. And he's so awkward and unorthodox. So even if you are sharp, it's kind of hard to look good to him. Like you seen what him and Showtime did, right?
Yeah, yeah. Prime example.
Prime example. All right, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Nah, but Ryu Sennin, I actually had a question for you too about some of your fights. So I
What do
noticed that you have a headband. I think it's the dragon with the circle. One of them had writing on it. How did that kind of come about, and what's that for? Because I kind of got like this Afro samurai kind of vibes.
Well, honestly, it all started because first and foremost, to keep the sweat on my eyes. That's the best part about it. But
Tactical, huh?
yeah, usually they all usually mean something though. Like I know one of them's the #1 headband. One of them just has the kanjis for like fighting spirit. Always just gives me a little extra motivation. Like, all right, like I got this. Get that little extra boost, you know.
Hey, and real quick, man, who would you say was your toughest opponent within Street Beefs?
Beast.
Besides Beast, that was a given. That was a given.
Yeah, I had to fight for my life for 3 rounds, but if I wasn't counting Beast, at the time, I'd probably say Ricardo at the time, just because I didn't really know much about him at first. He was very tall and lanky, very aggressive, and
hard, bro. Them slams was crazy.
yeah, very hard. He was just so unorthodox at that time. I was just like trying to figure him out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Ricardo.
And then I know I was gonna ask Beast, when you're fighting, you're so flexible and fluid when you fight, and especially if you're being a bigger guy, it's almost like mesmerizing the way you fight. But I did catch on the back of some of your shirts you have coach. So I'm curious, what do you coach? What do you teach?
Boxing, kickboxing, MMA, people just regular fitness. I do all of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's mostly like a regular thing. I started with this regular boxers, then I migrated to kickboxers, then MMA, then people that just want to get in shape or just stay sharp, whether it's basketball, soccer players, this all the whole genre. I just got a mixture of some of everything, so I kind of understand the concept of doing it because I've been doing this for a while, bro. I'm like an old head with doing this. I just make it look easy, but yeah, it's still challenging though, because you know the more seasons you get, far as older, it's like that your bones don't move like you used to, so they don't heal like that. I ain't Wolverine out here, so.
Hey, and real quick, bro, like when did you actually start that martial arts journey? When did that start for you?
I started in the early 2000s with the yeah, it was like early 2000s. I started because it was randomly. I was at a gym and there was a whole bunch of MMA fighters when MMA just kind of moved up from the underground a little bit more, where you can kind of see it more regularly in these gyms. And these guys used to come to the gym and train, and they wanted me to spar with one of their champions. And first thing when I heard MMA, I'm like, man, that's some wild, crazy guys that be in the cage. So I'm just automatically like, I'm a boxer. I'm like, I don't want to get into all of that, but it was the fact that they were like, oh no, y'all gonna box. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, make sure you don't kick me or nothing. So I went to the gym before I sparred with their champion. I sparred with a few of their rookies, and one of the rookies kicked me. Then I hauled off and kicked them with a spinning back heel kick and slept them. So after that, everybody just went crazy, like, whoa, whatever. Because I know how to kick. I'm not at the time. That is from watching like Van Damme movies and stuff. That ain't like the fact that I know what I was doing. I'm like, if I try, he ain't gonna expect it because all I've been throwing was hands for about we was going about like 12 minutes in. So fast forward, this one coach, who was the coach, his legs was like tree trunks. He hopped in, was like, all right, well, I'll go with you. So I'm like, all right. So I'm just boxing, we going back and forth. Oh, okay, Dane, what's up, man? So
Battle hard to fight.
We going back and forth trading shots, and the moment I start rocking him the same way, he started throwing kicks, and of course I'm not in tune on how to block a kick, so I'm just taking them. And then over time, and I hit him with an uppercut. He caught me with a head kick right across the head, right when the bell rung. So it shook me, but I wanted to keep going though, because I'm like, hold on, man, I want my hit back. So then I started training at the gym, just working. I want to get that sparring session again, and then they offered me. It was like a bet where it was a simple fact of saying they gonna offer me a large amount of money if I win my first fight, if I choose to compete, then that'd be that. If I lose, that just give me a whole bunch of money. If I do, I have to keep my word and keep going and stuff. So first fight I fought this decent guy who I'm busting him up. He slammed me, took me down. everybody freaked out. I did too, because I ain't never been taken down. I mean, not like that. So I'm just all shooken up. Even with a few shots, I weathered the storm. Second round, split bad. Third round, caught him with a head kick. He fell straight out. Literally, no exaggeration. Left on a stretcher. Beast is why I started. Okay, then, King. All right, talk about it. So when I slept, dude went on the stretcher. His family, I see people cheering at the side of the cage, yelling like, "Oh man, you did your thing." I'm thinking they cheering for me, but this is the guy's family that's trying to get in the cage. I didn't know this until the police was walking me out. I'm like, "Oh, I'm getting escorted out. Damn, I'm famous." So they tell me like, "Nah, that family on the side want to knock your head in." I was like, "Oh no," and I'm limping and everything because I had like literally my shin. I had like it was literally the bone. It swelled up like an 8-ball that was on my shin. So I'm walking out scary. I'm excited. But they didn't shout for me as the winner or nothing. They just kept it going because everybody thought he was gone. But he put his thumb up like he was okay when they put the neck brace on him. So that was that's where it went from there.
Damn, not the neck brace.
Oh yeah, the neck brace. Especially was with me, bro. My best friends and all them was there. You could hit them on the video like, "Oh my God, is that a stretcher?" So that's one of the. I ain't never had a moment like that in my life, and I've been boxing for a minute. I've never been the person that did that. So the fact that I did that's like one feather in the cap. Like, okay, I did that. So
damn, that's jeez. I'm glad I'm not in your weight class.
Right. Hey, I got a quick question for Ryu, man. Just like with Beast, man, when did you start your journey with martial arts? When did that start for you?
I started late 2016. I used to do martial arts as a kid, but I stopped for a while, and I just hit that age where I was just like, I want to get back into it and just really focus on it again, give it a real fair shake.
Definitely. And what's your background like? Because you do boxing and kickboxing too. What's your base martial art that you practice or train?
All right, y'all gonna laugh at me, but I'm gonna say it's Taekwondo.
Let's go. Talk about it, man. Nah, ain't no laughing.
Nah, trust me, man. They I get shot on all the time, man. It is what it is.
well, my fault. Somebody asked, "What's my record?" What you mean, far as on StreetBeefs or just in general? What's your record? I know that thing, dude.
Yeah, you could give us all credentials, bro.
Well, boxing, I got over 100 boxing matches because, like I said, I did it from way back when. Kickboxing, I got about 15. Well, before I started doing it in the past 2 years, it was about 15. MMA, I only got like 13. So I only lost one time MMA and kickboxing. Oh yeah, I actually got a loss at this world tournament I fought. But that was it. So I only got one on both sides on the MMA and kickboxing. And boxing, we fought like 4 or 5 times a month when I was doing this. So you're gonna have your wins and losses, you're gonna fight the same people, other people. You can go from one state to another region to the nationals, and it just go in the cipher. So ain't nobody, if you actively fighting this, don't have no loss. If you undefeated, you ain't fight nobody.
Right.
You grow up street fighting. Oh, I grew up street fighting. I mean, on my fault. Was you finna say anything, Ryu?
Just with the street fighting thing, it actually, I was always the good kid. So I started trouble with him. Unfortunately, my older brother used to always get into situations and was a part of a different lifestyle that often brought problems to me. That I'm just like, yo, how I get here?
Well, my end, I was always the smart guy, very intellectual, very articulate, and I was the help you. If you need some help with some homework, you want some candy, I was that guy. So by me being classified as that, and I was more on the poverty standpoint, people picked on me and stuff. And since I was a mama's boy, my mom used to try to keep me out of trouble. So I was most of the guy. I'll try to talk it out while you throwing me down the bleachers or something. So, and it happened for more of a. It kind of kept going from time to time where it didn't make sense to me because I'm just saying, like, I just helped you with your homework and I'm getting chased down the street. I mean, for no apparent reason. So over time, I learned how to defend myself or whatever. I had an uncle who kind of, taught me how to defend myself because he kept asking, why you keep letting these guys fight you? I said, well, when I fight one, I get jumped. Did you hear that country hoodlum looking for a opponent? Country hoodlum is looking for a what? Man, he looking for anybody safe. That's what he looking for. We ain't finna get on Country Hoodlum because when
I haven't heard that name in a little bit. All right.
Man, Country Hoodlum, Country Hoodlum. Question, Ryu, did you get your first? When did you get your first headband?
I think I actually just for the purpose of keeping the sweat out of my face.
Say
And
it
it just
again,
kind
bro.
of was a thing that stuck with me ever since that time.
Oh, you frozen.
Oh man. Oh, not I'm frozen.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, huh? Is that me?
All right. My good, everybody can hear me. I'm back.
You good? You good?
All right. Yeah, I got my first headband actually on my first black belters, and one of the kids that I was mentoring at the time, gave it to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Cook, like you should wear this." Turn the kids down, so
Oh no, man. You must get that cricket edition, bro.
My God, office right now, bro.
That's the cricket joint,
That's why I go to Wi-Fi for the Metro PCS.
Damn.
That's an Nokia, bro. He gotta cut that out, bro.
that's messed up. I heard that.
Damn. Hold on. You got a headband bet with Shinigami?
Oh yeah.
Y'all made a bet. What's the bet? What is looking like?
This man said the winner get to lose a headband. I'm like, I bet. Say less.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, and since we on the subject, bro, like let's get on it, man. What we got in store next month?
Well, with Shenny, it's probably happening. I know it was one of those fights that we won it for a while, but it just the timing never worked out. But I was like, he asked me, he said, "Yo, what are you trying to do?" I'm like, "Bet I'm going to the West Coast. We gonna throw hands."
Yeah, bro, you been on this stuff, man. I've been seeing your little snippets of what you at them training camps, man, getting busy, man.
Yeah, that's been a big part of helping me get ready. I'm just like helping my mental. Like I'm better than I was giving myself credit for.
Okay. Hey, you gotta whoop Shimmy. I respect Shimmy though. I used to clown him bad. I mean, I'll speak on mad about anybody because I'm a fighter in real life. So, but Shinny improved a lot. We need to let B finish his promo on. Hey. Oh,
hey, bro, I can attest to that, bro. Like Shinny has come a long way. You know, he's gone through the scrutiny, and I would say he's at a point where, at least with me, he's earned my respect. You know, and it took a little minute.
Man,
it took a little.
I was the main one. Anytime I got to like literally decimate him in dialogue from anywhere, I'm on that because I didn't take him seriously. But now, from this past few fights, you can see his improvement, his techniques is getting better, his breathing getting better, working on his takedown, his aggression. Because with pressure used to make him fold up, but now he responding a lot more receptive and stuff. That's what I'm like. Oh yeah, he earned his stripes now. So ain't nothing nobody can say about him now. He proved a lot of doubters wrong now.
Look, he's actually throwing hands now. He's throwing hands. You know,
he actually knows what to do with the pressure on him.
He banter on the official matchup.
Yep. So Ryu, you prepared for that head kick? You prepared for that hip toss? Like what's up?
Preparing for it, man. There's a certain way which I'm expecting him to approach. I got some things designed to counter him, the way he's gonna approach things, but they're working hard on it.
Heck yeah. You got to fight for that West Coast invasion. Now you're coming to go invade the West Coast. I can't wait to see that.
I know. I was like, I get to be on both. Y'all came over here, I fought. Get to go over there, fight.
And I was gonna ask, what did it feel like when you got to, be chosen to be one of the fights for the East Coast West Coast bout?
It's pretty cool because, I don't really consider myself a big OG StreetBeefs name. So for me to get chosen, I was like, oh, kind of nice.
Hey, all right.
You earn that, bro. You earn that. You champ for a reason. Don't downgrade yourself for sure.
I know
you don't play fighting. You earned it.
You don't play fighting. That's fair.
And I was curious with Beast, man, because I asked a couple people here and there that are a little bit more like on the skill level, and you definitely have the skill, you have the size, the power. Would you ever consider BKFC? Because for some reason, I can see you dominating, go out there and taking some belt.
Yo, bare knuckle, man, them guys different, bro.
Oh,
I mean, if I would do it, it'd be like a bucket list. But so, I mean, I did a few of those. I mean, not on that official type of arena, not on that plateau. But yeah, if I do one of them, I got to make sure I got to have that hunger though, because they definitely playing for keeps, man. Up in there, it ain't nothing that you come in. They don't care where you came from, UFC, Box Underground, none of that. You show up, and they trying to flatline you. They trying to get all finishes, bro.
Yeah.
They built different over there. They built real different over there.
What?
And they walking out. They walking out with real damage. You know what I'm saying?
Like full on.
Exactly, bro.
Like, man, I know I'm not the best looking, but I'm not trying to be more ugly.
Boy, they trying to get casualties up in that joint, bro. They definitely hit different up in there.
Yeah. Hey, well, while we're on, some of the novelty type stuff, let's get you guys' thoughts on the power slap. Have you guys seen any of that? And what's your thoughts on that, both of you guys?
Bro, my fault. Go ahead.
No, you start them off. You start them off.
Static. Only thing I can say about it, I'm just happy to see him on the up and up though, because he doing boys dirty, bro. I mean, that slap being slapped and spit on is one of the worst things I can imagine to happen. And the fact that it's a sport now, bro, to each his own, bro. I'm just happy that he getting his shine. He from my family tree. So the fact that he representative, bro, that's the only thing I'm ecstatic about. Other than that, man, I ain't letting nobody slap me, bro. Man, that's different, bro. I get it. Like I said, it's a sport now. Just same way I fight, gladiator days. I get it. Hats off to him though. I'm glad he doing his thing though, because he doing boys dirty, bro. I mean, he had boys in a zombie state. I remember that last one I seen, the highlight reel. He had that boy stiff as a mannequin. I'm like, woo. Yeah, it's definitely different, bro.
Yeah, no thank you.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
What about you? Ryu Sennin?
I be catching the highlights every now and then in the course, but like B said, I just cannot imagine. Like, how much money does somebody got paid to be like, all right, bro, you gonna stand there, y'all, he's gonna slap out of you. Like, just this, the CTE alone is like, yo, cause you what are you gonna do? You can't brace yourself. You just getting mollywopped for like. Again, I'm glad some people getting platforms and like making money and coming up, but it just couldn't be for me, man.
Everybody get their own thing, bro. Like I said, it's working, it's buzzing though, because I mean it's so far fetched to see that individuals are gathered up and showing sportsmanship after that happens. That's amazing though, man. But like I said, it's buzzing. Everybody's talking about it. That's definitely it's different, bro.
When people get the show going crazy, all that. I don't want to at least be able to hit my person back, or if I'm getting hit, it's my mistake. I drop my guard or I lean into it or something.
Yeah.
Before I'm being like, all right, your turn. No. Yeah, I know how people play, okay? And I've went in fights with Samoans, and those fuckers' hands are like, boom! They'll slap me. No, I don't think so. No, I'm not playing.
Yeah, man. Y'all seen that one dude? He got slapped. First slap, man, split his lip, and it's over. He didn't even get to get his slap.
I need my head back. I need my head back.
You see people, even when they win, you looking at them like, did they really win?
Just they get powder on their hands too.
Powder all on the face, lumped up.
How high, bro? Like the movie How High, bro. Like give that powder in your head. Put that baby powder, that lavender joint. Man.
Bro. See me, like I support our guys out of StreetBeefs, you know what I mean? And I always want to see these guys come up, move on, and whatnot. But I can't see myself doing it or suggesting someone go do it. You know what I mean? But
facts. My guys
who are out there, I wish y'all well. I support those guys, but yeah, I gotta be able to use defense in some way,
Shoot, if I have a tree trunk, I have a neck like a tree trunk. I do only neck exercise. I have shoulders, a neck, and then a head. Yeah, nobody's slapping me out.
Man, you need your neck to overlap your fucking face, like.
Strong neck, grow the beard out some more, cushion the impact a little bit more.
Yeah, little cushion.
Some.
Yeah. I was gonna ask because I'm curious about fighting, whatnot, being the street beast. We get to pick our names. Ryu Sennin and Beast. How'd you guys come up with your names? Because Ryu Sennin, I really don't know. Beast, I feel like I might have a little idea because he's such a beast, but
Nah, my name came from Memnon Warrior because we was training at the same gym, coach at the same gym. So when he told me about Street Beefs, I'm like, I'm not doing that crazy stuff right now. This is way before COVID happened. So once COVID happened, I had a world tournament coming up. All my big events were shut down. So I went from talking about it to be like, hey, they still doing it? Because I'm like, I need to get some rec in. So we had a quick conversation about it, and he told me, I'm like, oh, I want to go with the Midwest Beast. And he's like, no, I'll take the Midwest off of this, just call yourself Beast or whatever. So then we just ran with it.
Hit him with it. Y'all got them fights over there still?
I promise. What? I was just talking mess about like, man, they doing all that crazy. Who the people be yelling at? But I need some rec, bro. Like that's therapy for me, bro. So I need that, bro. That's mandatory.
Takes a special kind of person to go wake up and get punched on a Saturday.
Tell them how you plan to kill.
What about you, Rick?
Jimmy? Ryu?
For me? How do I plan? Well, again, with Shane, we're gonna go into deep waters and see where it go.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been talking about how much his cardio's gotten better. He's said he's gonna put the pressure on me, and I'm just like, all right. I said to myself, if you can outpace me in this fight, you deserve the win. If you can outpace me in this fight, you deserve the win. We're gonna meet in the middle, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see who back up first.
Hold on. Rewind. We ain't giving nothing. I mean, I respect Shimmy because he doing his thing now, but you know me, I'm biased, bro. I'm that way, bro. Like you got to put that rec. Ain't no hope. Okay, kind of, sort of.
Nah.
If I'm fighting. Two things gonna happen. Either I'm gonna sleep you or I'm gonna win by decision. Ain't no losses in my mind at all. Zero tolerance for it. I don't care if it's my best guy, someone I'm cool with, close to. It's a good fight. It won't be a good fight. I'm running you over, and that's it, bro. That's it.
That's it.
I know Ryu nice and stuff. He real politically correct, and he gonna keep it humble and stuff, and that's cool. But I'm not. I want people ass to be looking like a raccoon, bro. Like literally. I need some type of damage up, and I want to see blood for real, bro.
He said, "I want them. They gonna call a fight."
Yeah, that's it, bro. I want one of them. I want to be screaming like I was there, man. Because because I mean, both of them got the similar background with the type of styles and stuff. So it's kind of seeing, who the big dog on campus and stuff. So I mean, y'all the main two that with that style that everybody know about. On this side, we know about you. On that side, everybody know about Shimmy. Like ain't nobody. I don't. Beast is right. Real life, bro.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
With all of that, man. I wonder how y'all feel like some of them fights, the matchups and stuff or whatever. Like how y'all feel about the guys that's gonna be matched up that they got set up. I mean,
they got some fire ass fights matched up.
Man. I want to see Crazy Legs and a Battleborn, man. That's the one I'm excited for right here. Especially because I know the comments on it.
I feel like Crazy Legs gonna pull that off, bro. I don't know how y'all feel about Battleborn, but in reality, who y'all feel like got it?
Battleborn's the little bro. You know what I mean? He's my old teammate. And I know what he can do. I know what he can do in a kickboxing Muay Thai setting, right? Okay. We ain't talking about strictly boxing. We talking about, the majority of his tools. Okay. But there's the weight difference with Crazy Legs. Crazy Legs got the weight. He's got the stature. You know what I mean? And we both know, Crazy Legs, his pressure has really increased. He's increased his pressure. It's going to be a matter of who can land the cleaner, harder shot. Who's going to land the harder shot? That's really what it boils down to me. You know, because Battleborn's going to push. He's going to push the pace.
He's pretty good. I keep up with all you guys. So whether you whether I fight or not, I'm keeping up with everybody. If I don't know you, I heard it. If I ain't heard you, I seen your fight or your opponent and stuff. Whatever. I'm just literally I'm a student of the game though. So if anybody up and coming, no matter what weight class, what coast, I'm familiar. So I like to be in tune as much as possible.
Right. See,
hell
yeah. But I agree. I think Crazy Leg's gonna pull it off a little bit more. I like I said, Battleborn has the heart. I think if he goes the distance, he's definitely gonna make it go the distance. But I just got Crazy Legs a little bit more. I feel like he's a little bit more crisp with some of his stuff, and he might just catch Battleborn. Because like I said, Battleborn has heart, and that goes a long way. But I think in one or two craziest fights, he's shown when his opponent had that split opportunity, he was able to catch that and utilize the mistake. So it's kind of like, what Sanka said, who's going to make the mistake first?
Real life, Daniel. Come on. We all about all that's the forms of disrespect, bro. He shot out so much. Why not? I mean, if Ryu put him down, why you can't shout her out? I mean,
he like shout out Rachel. Thanks for letting me.
Bro, that's presidential, bro. He'll go viral off of that, bro. This right off.
Yeah.
That's one of those moves, bro. Yeah, I'm digging that, bro. You have a shirt, with something like that, with some type of funny.
Shout out Rachel.
Come on, bro. Like, I mean, we try to get him hyped because he's saying, he's been talking a lot of mess, like you said. Don't sleep on Battleborn hands, so.
That's true.
No one's saying he doesn't have hands. We're saying in a kickboxing setting, he's able to do more, be more fluid, and actually between him and Crazy Legs, here's the equalizer. From what I've seen, Crazy Legs doesn't throw nearly as much volume as Battleborn. So we're gonna talk about if he goes the distance, can you stand there and bang and continue to trade and block and all this other shit? Because Battleborn can.
Yeah,
he can.
What gloves are they wearing?
Ooh, I don't know, because Battleborn's been doing 4-ounce Muay Thai gloves lately, or I don't know.
Get that chin ready, okay?
That could be different. That's a deciding factor. Now you accurate right there.
Equalizer. You know what I'm saying? So
all right.
We're gonna see.
All right. So what about then the Prince KT and why am I spacing on the name?
Oh man. Damn. Money Mill's the top of his class.
Yes, fuck.
And KT has continuously gotten better. He's been grinding. That's gonna be war. That's gonna be war.
Me and Dave were just talking about that. Oh, my fault. Me and Dave were just talking about that. We just corresponded about that, about how that fight's gonna go. I just gave him a breakdown on. Somebody brought up what a certified Mike did to Money Mill in one of his earlier fights when he got he got stopped or whatever from the dude he fought, lost from. He's from Chicago and stuff. So of course I got to put that out there because that's what was supposed to happen. But anyway, Money Mill, he improved and he got a good style. If, like I was telling him, if KT don't press him, he gonna tap dance around him the whole night. But if he press him, because KT got that grit in him, he just gonna have to stay on him though, because that's gonna neutralize that.
But will it be enough to win? Because I see that being a draw. Will it be enough to win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that could be. I don't see who cardio fails because both of them got good cardio. So we're gonna see what activity. I think the first round gonna be the deciding factor between those two. That's gonna be definitely be a banger though. Crazy legs.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, see, I don't know who to pick between KT and Money Mill because I feel like I have my favorites on each of them for their own reason. And I mean, both have vastly improved from a lot of their fights. I'm very curious to see that. That's like
who would you bet on though?
What?
Let's get to that. Who would you bet on?
Who would you bet on?
Yeah, your money. If it was your money. Oh, gotcha. Oh, there you go. Oh, you got to answer now.
How we doing, Sunshine?
Oh, that's a tough one, man. Okay, if I'm really gonna bet, I'm gonna throw money on it. All right, I want to say I'll say Prince KT. Prince KT. I feel like he'll be able to come out on top at the end, utilizing his length and just being able to reach it. Because when I feel like he has experience with fighting Diesel, I think he was able to improve on those mistakes, and he'll be able to apply that in this fight against Mio.
Okay, so K, who you think? Who you got?
Man, that's hard, bro. That's hard. Like I said, I know Money Mel's top of his class, and I know KT is training his ass off right now. So I don't want to judge KT off of his last performance or the last thing I seen. Either man could take it. Either man could take it. Not to be neutral, but like
I agree.
KT got the grit, dog. He has the cardio to press all 3 rounds. He does. It's a matter of, are you going to do it, or are you so starstruck that you can't perform your job? That's what it boils down to, because they are fans of each other. So are you so starstruck? This is why I don't fight people that I train with or that I'm fans of, because I foresee it. You know what I mean? So can you get past that and get to business? You know what I'm saying? And I do see KT overall pressing more than Mel. Mel, he'll pretend, or he'll press for a second and then he'll get back to the safety. Or he'll just spend time in that area and not really utilize it like, say, a Mac would. You know what I mean? Mac is there and he's attacking the key areas over. It's gonna be a battle, man.
Who else fighting on that card that y'all know of that's fighting on that card?
Come on, Daniel. If you're in the comments, give us some. I know. Let me see. Man in the Mirror. He's fighting Prodigy. That's gonna be a banger. Man in the Mirror has gotten pretty good. He's young. But I'm gonna have to go with Prodigy on this, because Prodigy, he's got the experience, he's got the length. He's gone up and down in weight, so he knows what that's like. And we're going up against a 17-year-old. No offense. You can only gain so much experience in that amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Strength is a factor. You may outpower a homeboy, but then that takes oxygen. And I know Prodigy can go. You know what I'm saying? He can go. So another banger, bro.
Yeah. On the sad bar, this not to take away from y'all stuff, but Sunshine. The reason why I wasn't gonna be able to make it, because I was gonna come. We had a event coming up. I was gonna do one of those dark room fights or whatever, hand wraps. But that's the same weekend. We have a charity event with a boxing thing that we got set up or whatever. So I forget, because I was playing way ahead when I first agreed to doing the hand wraps fight. That was probably about a month ago, before I realized that was the same date. The list is posted in West Coast.
Yeah, we up in here, Sunshine.
Oh, I got one now. Who y'all got? Fair Play 619.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. Hey, we gonna stop that right there, bro.
What you mean? No, that we got to dissect that one. That's a must. You don't think? You excited.
Rewind. 619 is a good fighter. I mean, he's real solid, but he have trains. So we're gonna stop everything right there. He have trains. He train when he want to. He play around a whole bunch, and he drink or just smoke up. Either or, one of those cases, one of the vices. He led a party life, because like he explained to me, and he stand on this. I come to these events, I just come in, do what I want or whatever. Fair Play is a dog in every step of the way. So with that, 619, if he took his training seriously, it'd be a lot more competitive fight. But I feel as though, because 619 don't train, he just come in, he do it exactly. He trains others every right. He trains others.
Yeah, the ladies, he out there training booties and shit.
Exactly. Oh man, he just doing it just for recreational purposes, man. But he don't take it seriously. He don't take Fair Play seriously. He didn't take Venom seriously. So
But wait. In 619's defense, right? Because I've always said, yeah, basically what you said, right? But I feel like, man, if 619 just turns his hip, bro, if he just
Yeah,
bro, just turn your hip. You know what I'm saying? Like, get that nigga. Like, what are you doing?
First watched him fight, and he first called out Venom Black. I said, man, this dude is pretty skilled. He's grounded. But then when we had that interview and I'm listening to him talk, I'm like, oh, he be playing. Everyone knows that Viking Warrior beat 6ix9ine.
See, that was a good fight. I love Viking and 619, and that's the reason why I'm going with fair play, because 619 and Viking was a close fight. They were good, and fair play was a good fight for Viking, but he utilized again on the mistakes that Viking made and came out on top. And he's what?
Oh, my fault. He's
the nicest guy, both out of the cage and in, because he's so nice with it. So I think, yeah, like you said, 619 is not taking it seriously. Give fair play that first round. Let him see what he's doing. Kind of feel his opponent out. Then bam, he's coming in like an animal on the kill. He's gonna take it.
He's gonna hit him with the pressure.
Yeah, that's all he know. And when you come out the shirt,
this the big difference. This the big difference, right? 619 is actually a boxer, and fair play does it all. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like 619, if he chose to take it serious, you know, he could go out there and do his job. You know, he's gonna
win the first fight.
He's gonna outpunch.
He's gonna debate. Oh, not to cut you off, but see about the fight. The first time they fought. Now I was there live for that. I was worried, and you know, that was definitely debatable. So, but on the first time they fought, that was the first time I ever seen fair play look human. I mean, with Viking, because I asked Viking, I said, damn, bro, I see some of your fights and stuff, and you don't like that. He said, well, I fight based on my competition. I said, okay, all right. And when he fought fair play, it was a difference the first time. But now that second time,
no debate.
Come on. Come on.
No debate. Oh, yeah. No-gi versus Sensation. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
No-gi? Wait, is that what actually happened?
We talked about. Oh, yeah. That's the fight right there.
Ooh,
Wade and Dirty Devil.
Ooh, Dirty Devil WA? What?
Unknown versus that's a rematch. They fought already.
Yeah.
Running it back. Okay.
Those two are fights of the day. Unknown Duva and Wade Wade and Dirty Devil.
That's gonna be good.
Oh, Viking versus.
When Ashraf is a beast. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire.
All right. That's a toss up with that one. I'm going to check that out. I didn't know Viking was fighting too.
Yeah.
And what's crazy?
Ashraf and him, from what I last remember, Ashraf kind of fights similar to Viking, so that's gonna be interesting. That's
gonna be that's a toss up for me. I can't even break that down.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a
long day. Viking's going out too, so I gotta get my fucking plane ticket. Yep, I'm making it out.
Yes, bro.
Even if I can't fight, I'm making it out.
I wanted to come out there. Like originally, I reached out to Weddle. Me and Weddle talk. I was just looking for two people. I was looking for Nasty Nate or Terrifier, but he told me Terrifier was out doing his army thing, and Nasty Nate said he's not gonna fight unless it's DTP, which I don't understand the science behind that. But once again, that's Nate life. I don't care.
That's because you're a beast. That's why. I even have it written down on one of my questions that I never asked. Well, I was going to ask you, what's it like being so good that you've had people pull out of your fights? So I think it was Ryu Sennin that even said that he took the fight because other people were pulling out on you and no one would rise to the occasion. Literally. He took the challenge.
Literally, inside and outside of this section, like in the past 2 years, I don't know if you watched the last interview, I fought 41 times in totality. So that was from the boxing, from the jiu-jitsu, from the MMA, it just everything all around because I was just trying to stay active, just trying to see how often I can fight with it, 3 times a month, 4 times, once every few weeks, just to challenge myself because it's just like a bucket list. Because ones like these days, these new age fighters, not all of them, just select of them, don't have that grit in them. And, they be like, oh, I fought once and this and that, and my pinky, or oh, I can't, I'm flared up somewhere, whatever. They on their period, whatever's going on with them. Yeah, the baby shark. And that's what kill people though, because I come to these events with the straight baby shark. Everybody come out with the "I'll kill you," all that crazy music, and I come out to baby shark, bro, and that's even more embarrassing because I'm coming out here with kids, we throwing stuff in the crowd, we doing the all of that, and then it's like when you lose 2 times, it's like you lost to the guy who came out to baby shark.
Yeah,
It is, yeah, that's more insult to injury. So.
Yeah.
Now see, right here, we all big balls over here. We all stand for the competition. We all fight anybody and everybody.
Okay. I'm keeping up. I'll definitely keep up. That's why I was checking out. Like, all right.
Like, man, with my record, it's not the best, but yeah, I mean, I'm down to fight whoever. If you're in my weight class, why not? The way I figure it, if we're on the street, I don't gotta say so. You're probably be 20 pounds heavier than me. If I'm in the cage, you're at least within 10. So why not?
Yeah, you crazy. I ain't that crazy, bro. No, I ain't that crazy. If I got a choice, I need to map it out and make sure it's either even platform or at least I know that my chances of being victorious at least about 60-40. Because I like the grit about fighting anybody, but since this stuff is on the internet forever, I gotta be careful, bro. That's one of them, bro. That's one. That's one. I'm being recorded. Oh, we can do whatever.
Not only that, but it's voluntary. So
yeah,
that things come with that.
Okay.
I fought a guy. He was 20 pounds heavier, and I said, I won, but it was just like, if I got a choice, why?
Yeah.
For what?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, every event sparring somebody huge. You know what I mean? Like, so it ain't like I ain't finna go against nobody big. We done seen it plenty times, but what's wrong with, like you said, a fair playing field? Nothing wrong with it.
Shoot the ones, get the fair one.
Yep.
Now,
hey, Ryu, I wanted to ask, bro. Oh, my bad, buddy. Go ahead.
No, you good.
Now, I wanted to ask you, bro, like, can you touch on some of your credentials, bro? Because you are a Hall of Famer, and we need to talk about that. People need to know that.
You need to know that?
Yes.
Oh, man, I got put on the spot right there. Oh, man. Oof.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
I just been big into just martial arts has helped me so much in my life. I mean, I just wanted to give everything I could back to it, from training the kids to competing on those platforms to just bringing more awareness to, like, because again, when I first started, even in the martial arts community, people are like, oh, Taekwondo is this, Taekwondo is that, it's not effective, it's not going to work. And I'm like, I get what y'all saying, but I feel like if you train it and apply it in that way, that's kind of why I first started doing StreetBeefs. I'm like, all right, let me see what I can make work from this, and like, how can I make it better? And Beast has helped me a lot in that journey. He's given me a lot of great advice, helped me out. I just kept taking fights, trying to get better. Because I mean, on paper, I fought a lot of people who were taller than me, bigger than me, pressure more. Beast translate for me, he's too humble.
I watched some of your fights. I was like, man, why is he fighting this dude? I mean, you fought some tanks, bro. When y'all went to the North Carolina event, Beast translate for him. Yeah, he definitely being too humble, bro. Hey, I don't know, man. That's how he built, bro. But I won't talk about it. He definitely earned his stripes, bro, man. I know if I was like you, any W I'm getting, I'm bagging my chest like King Kong, bro. It don't matter who the guy is. If he wasn't supposed to be, if he was, I'm bragging about it like it's my championship, bro. That's my NBA ring, bro. It ain't none of that. Like, oh, well, he was. It don't matter. He showed up, didn't he? That's it. That's all. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm bragging about anything, but if I fought a guy who was, we in the line of a grocery store. The guy what I'm bragging about. You see what I did to him? You see what I did, man? If we squabbed up, bro, I'm telling everybody, bro. Right? You would be laid back, like, oh yeah, we just had a little squabble, I just touched him up a little bit. Nah, tell him what you did to him, showing them knuckles, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
it's crazy. I don't know. I've just always been this. I always try to make sure I keep myself in check, that I don't get like some big ego. I try to make sure I'm always like keeping myself in check.
Bro, real life, bro, on the bag. And that's me in general. In the gym, a lot of people who know me, because they be like, oh, because I got a lot of sayings and crazy slogans and stuff. And I'm real animated anyway, but I have that David Goggins mentality. I mean, I don't have that work ethic, but that mentality always, you not finna outwork me, bro. Regardless, bro. I'm gonna do whatever. I train as if it was my first day. So when I show up at these events, I'll be all nonchalant, but I already know when I put myself through, you're not willing to put me through that. And I'm not worried about like the motto I got on my shirts. The more you sweat, the less you bleed. I take my training serious. I talk a lot of, I play around and I mess with a lot of people. I motivate people, but at the same token, I'm competitive. If we running, I got to beat you. If we doing push-ups, I got to beat you. Burpees, whatever. I got to be first though, because I feel as though I'm allergic to being average. So all of that, people are like, oh, don't be arrogant. Not what you said, right? I just mean people in general. You got accomplishment. Just like think about a person who became a doctor. They want you to call them doctor because all them years they put in that type of stuff. It ain't no Mrs. Doctor before whatever, because you put that work in though. When you earn your stripes and put that stuff in, that stature comes with it. It's not so much about the arrogance, it's the fact that you seen my success, you didn't see my struggles. You didn't see what I had to walk through, what I came from, what I woke up, what I went to sleep to. You just see me once I'm under the lights though, but you don't know what goes on after the fact and stuff. So when ones get around, oh, you need to be this way. No, you can celebrate yourself and that's okay because I do it every day. Literally, I take at jobs I work at, I'll take this thing I call appreciation breaks for myself. Like they have their breaks, I have an appreciation break, bro. In that order, like, what you doing? I'm just celebrating myself, though. Literally, I buy myself a cake every month. Literally, this to celebrate myself. Because I do so much, and it's not even so much on myself. It's just the people that I help, the ones I uplift, the ones I keep out of trouble, and certain ones that challenge myself. And then what upon myself, because I challenge myself literally by doing something uncomfortable, whatever the case may be. I was an introvert because I had a self-esteem issues, identity cry. I had all of that type of stuff. I've been there and back. So when I make it through it and I go back and aid and assist other individuals, that's like a victory for me. When I see them, when they rise and make it. So it's that moment where I don't need to post some stuff up. Nothing wrong with people that do that either, though, just as long as they're doing it for the right reasons. But I like to take that time to myself, and I have a journal, and I just keep track of the things I do. Because just think about it. If you feeling bad or you take life for granted as if, because a lot of people have underrated blessings that they take away from what they got really going on in their life. But when you really evaluate where you are, you just telling yourself, I really got a lot to be thankful about. And you can cheer, you can talk to your friends or talk to yourself. Like literally, it's me and my ego all day. Like I'm like, man, good job, Coach Rick. Man, you just killed it. I know I did. Like that was amazing. And I take that time though, because you gotta be your own cheerleader at times. Everybody not gonna be cheering for you, and you gotta be there. Up here is where it's at. Your body gonna break down before your mind do. So if I'm up here, they don't know if you're telling the truth or not. So what you put out in reality, and so that's how your body gonna react to it and stuff. So you say things like, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that, this and that." Over time, you're gonna govern yourself that way. Just think about it. You have 1,000 things going on great in your life, and one person says something negative. Guess what? Your whole life is ruined. You be like, "I'm a failure." No, you're not. This individual is a half of anything, and you evaluate somebody's opinion and making that your reality. And now you letting that define you. Like how that sound? You put a jacket on, you can't fit. Like, come on, like let's talk about it, bro. That hit different, bro.
Damn, I love what you just said. I feel like, man, I don't want to fly out there and be like, "How about your coffee? Let's have a conversation." Damn, I like that.
Yeah, man, it's for real.
But to touch on what you just said, bro, it's like that's why you two are here. You know what I mean? Because you guys have built the records, you've put in the work and the time, and this is the moment to give you guys the accolades. You know what I'm saying? As well as the people who don't know, hey, these two guys are fighters that you need to know. Period.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Right.
And speaking of accolades, I was going to say, we're going to have to tell you guys to let everybody know what's up, where to find you, where to follow you. Any shout outs you have to give, because unfortunately, I got to be the bad guy. We usually cut off around 45 minutes, but you can't fake.
Yeah,
you can't fake the good stuff. And we're going at 56, 57 minutes. Because I mean,
okay. You can find us at McDonald's, man. It's something organic we got over here. Okay.
So I don't know. You want to go first, Ryu? You want to let everyone know where to find you? Any shout outs you want to give?
You can find me on Instagram at Ryu_Sennin TKD. You can also find me on YouTube at Ryu Sennin TKD. I want to shout out all the people that supported me through this crazy journey. Shout out my martial arts spot, UTA Martial Arts. You ever in Jersey, come through. And that's I got for you guys. Beast, who you want to shout out?
Oh sure. I'm just gonna say, as far as ones can find me, I'm a dinosaur out here, bro. So YouTube that's my home source, Rick Beast Randolph. And I just migrated TikTok. Oh, it's a new day, bro. I'm moving slow. I'm trying to get monetized out here, bro. So stack me up real quick. But I just want to shout out this everybody that really take this, this is a craft to support the ones that's there, the ones that's not, the ones that we actually be on the forefront, the ones that behind the scenes. Dane for this in general, with this even putting all this stuff to begin with, at least on the interviews, tips and stuff. And there's certain ones that is exercising good character. I'm learning your name now. So say your name again. So,
Tom K.
Something.
Well, when I see your stuff, I'm like, what is this? What does that mean? Because you got to help me on that one before we ride out on this one.
I'm one of them people, man. I like words. I like sounds. I like the way things are announced. You know what I'm saying? So it started with me and my homeboy. We riding, having a little smoke sesh, and he's telling me about a chick. Shows me the text, and I'm like, well, damn, how you misspell smoke? I'm like, how you like, let me see that. How you misspell smoke? You know what I mean? I look at it. And I'm like, wow, Sam K. So I'm saying it with like different dialects, and what I realized was, and then at the time I was rapping. So I needed a rap name, but I needed something to stand out, right? But needed something unique. And I needed something when you look at it, not only is it gonna fuck with you psychologically, because you're gonna automatically, your brain's gonna say smoke. Or you're gonna ask the question. Next thing you know, I brought you to the music. You know what I mean?
That's smart. That's smart.
Like myself, you know what I mean? Like, unless you know me, a lot of people, they're trying to figure out, like, what are you? White, black, what are you? So when you look at Samke, depending on how you pronounce it, what is that? How you say it? What's the proper, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It just carried over. Once I got into fighting.
Where your name come from? Before we slide out, where your name come from, Buddy V?
Oh, Buddy V, yeah. When I was born, my birth name's Nathaniel Michael Valenzuela, but my grandpa called me his Buddy Boy. And when I got to school, I couldn't write boy on my paper, so I went to Buddy. Ever since, it was always Buddy, Buddy, Buddy. And people always say this, that. You type it in Google, and I was like, I need something solidified. I needed my last name is Valenzuela, so I was like, I'm Buddy V, the modern day Aztec warrior. Because I'm proud of my people, my culture, and everything. So yeah, I'm Buddy V. And it rolls up the tongue, it's friendly, and I'm smiling half the time. I love to fight. If someone gets on my bad side, I have no problem squabbling, on the streets, in the ring, whatever. But I always go to smile first. So it's like I'm friendly, buddy, and just let the name fit.
Hey, I got a question for you too, Buddy V. Before we let our guests go, bro, where does where does that come from?
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Oh man, that's embarrassing. So I always liked it. I feel like it should be something cool like Spartan or whatnot. But realistically, I've always loved the ASAP Mob, ASAP Ferg, ASAP Rocky because they worked together and then it's like they were always like, we have one person makes beats, one person does this. And one day I was listening to a Ferg song, I heard the boo, 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 boo. So I started running around like I said before I started doing whoo, 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 and I started doing shit, and it just kind of stuck. And from there, I was like, I feel like that's my thing too now. That's what I do. And yeah, the people all around, what do you mean? Whoo, whoo, whoo. I'm like, all right, it is.
It's you, bro. It's a legit tagline, like real shit. Legit.
Hell yeah. Shit, see, this is a great time. I mean, you can't fake the funk like these. Conversations like these are never fake. They're authentic 100%.
Good combo, good laughs. Okay. Yeah, man.
So before we cut the commercial break, before Southcat said gives the last thank you guys. It was truly a joy and a blessing to speak to both of you. So Southcat, do you want to say to them real quick?
Absolutely, man. I just want to thank y'all for y'all time. I want to thank everyone in the live chat. You guys need to go check these guys' fights out. Support Beast, Ryu Sennin. Very simple. Type it in the search bar. Thank y'all for coming on, man.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
And yeah, Jay.
Overtime hustling, we hustling overtime.
What's good? It's your homie, Freezes Christ. Y'all know the deal. Make sure y'all head on over to overtimehustling.com where you can catch all the latest merch, all the newest mags, all the media, everything, know what I mean? You can also find me on Winging It with the homies Keith G, King Dale, and Payne Gusto. And you can catch me on Turf Tales. And if you got nothing to do on Sundays, even if you do got something to do, make sure you tap into Overtime Reactions hosted by the homie Cuzzo. And I cannot forget the homie Jay over there at the Yankee and the Brit channel. So make sure y'all go over there and check them out. And hey, check me out, your boy Freezes, on that Real Talk with Jay. It was a hell of an interview, yo. Gotta do it again. I keep saying it because I mean it. We gotta do it again. I had a great motherfucking time. But anyway, you know who it is. Freezes H, OTH, Yankee and the Brit, Winging It, Turf Tales, Overtime Reactions, Chronicles Podcast. You know the drill, Cush's Corner. It's a motherfucking movement. So move with it. Or move out the motherfucking way. Simple and plain.
You heard? OTH, the movement. Let's go.
Ananda Professionals and MMA Underground are teaming up to let you know about all of their great CBD products. Gummies are great for your stomach health, and your stomach health is a big part of your overall health. Fighters, are you looking for something to help you recover faster that's safe and healthy? Ananda's got you covered. Use the promo code BB Underground to save 10%. That's at AnandaProfessionals.com.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay from Yankee and the Brit telling you to come over and check out our shows. The Yankee and the Brit Sports Talk, Well Beyond the Arc, the Markout Podcast, Real Talk with Jay, and MMA Underground Weekly at YouTube.com/The Yankee and the Brit. Deuces.
Yeah! Welcome back. You guys so excited and ready for the two favorite segments?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
An honor.
Buddy V's Fighters to Watch.
Hell yeah, I was at honor of our killer guests. I went and got my bottle of Castadores real quick so we can say a quick cheers. Yeah. So cheers, y'all. But yeah, that conversation was great. Ooh.
Bro, fire.
Sleepy Scrapyard. We got Redneck. Now, I like to pick people for different reasons. The reason I picked him was not only because he fixed his name to a T, but I love the heart that he showed. He actually was really hoping to get in a fight for his birthday weekend, so he came out, showed out. He really impressed me. I'm curious to see what he does with a little bit more training. Clearly, everyone knows a Redneck will fight, can fight, and he displayed that. So I want to know if you can tighten up some of those little tools that you have and some of those openings that aren't quite refined, what kind of damage would you really do? Because I was impressed with this right now. Second one, from the West Coast, we have the only Dirty Devil. And yes, this is one of my favorite fights that he had. He is a straight beast. Every fight I've had, I was impressed. I mean, this guy has probably more knockout, at least over a 50% knockout rating on his record. I mean, I don't want to sit here and boast, but why are you not going to give the man his props when he's earned them? This guy, you have to watch him. I mean, there's nothing I can say that's absolutely negative. It's positive. There's so many things I can say. Just go watch his fight and look for yourself. So, and he's no stranger to fighting.
Real.
The third one, this is a fun one. Mike is from the OG yard. I chose him because when I was watching some of his fights, he was sitting around 5'6", around my height, because I'm 5'6", too, but he sits at 135. I saw the dog in him really come out. There was a minute where his opponent looked like he had the upper hand, but he kept fighting and fighting. He slipped 2 separate occasions, and if someone slipped in a fight, I know how it feels when your opponent utilizes that against you. And he still made the better of a bad situation, ended up coming out on top, and I want to see some more of him. I want to see what he does, and I'm excited. So, yeah, Mike. Those are my 3. What you think?
Those were some great picks, bro. I mean, I go as far as to say those were some fire picks.
Oh, some fire. Well, speaking about fire, it's about that time.
Shit, I see the smoke. Yeah. What up? What up? MK and the Fire 5. We here with you. And I'm going to take you all the way to the OG yard. Classic. Title match. Beach versus J-Rock. This is the definition of a fire fight right here. Both of these guys are highly skilled OGs to the OG yard. Very competitive grappling in this MMA match. I saw a lot of nice knees being exchanged. And at the end of the day, man, I mean, you really want to see a fight where it's hard to figure out who to root for. You know what I mean? That's one of those fights where you're just like, damn. StreetBeefs OG yard title match. Beach versus J-Rock. Fire fight. Check it out. We're going to go ahead and move on. Yeah, I'm taking you all the way to the scrapyard. You see it? Vicious versus E-Money. Fire fight, bro. Fire fight. First and foremost, we got Spider-Man as the guest ref. You know, yeah, Spider-Man. Amazing high energy in this fight. Both of these men coming with fire. And at the end of the day, we saw a beautiful finish. You see the timestamp, 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Guaranteed fire. StreetBeefs Scrapyard, Vicious versus E-Money. Firefight. I'm going to take y'all to the West Coast. Yeah, hidden gem right here. StreetBeefs West Coast, Ghetto Vaquero versus Military Mind. Man. This is literally West Coast fire right here. The definition of it. I mean, these guys, both of these men, they weren't shy about trying to knock each other out. Heavy shots every round. And, you know, it's one of those situations where, you know, we said it before in many shows, man. Cardio is king. You lose your cardio, you damn near lost the fight. StreetBeefs West Coast, Ghetto Vaquero versus Military Mind. Firefight. Check that out. Let's go ahead and move on. Yeah. You see it? Lil Diesel versus Zaytoven. This fight right here, this is motion picture shit right here. These guys, this was an invasion fight. And we already know Diesel. Diesel comes in and he's battle tested. You know, every fight, Diesel's swinging and he's throwing bombs, you know. But we also know the new up and comer, Zaytoven, he's no shy. He's no newcomer to actually squabbing. This guy, you know, he might be young, but he gets in there and he throws bombs. At the end of the day, it was a great war, and it's truly worth a rewatch. Check out Lil Diesel versus Zaytoven. StreetBeefs West Coast firefight. All right, we're going to move on to the last firefight of the night. Scotty Showtime versus King Kai. This is one of the best fights in all of StreetBeefs, period. Regardless to branch. What we got here was a striker versus a grappler. And, you know, there's a lot of people who say grappling doesn't work. This is the fight to watch. Heavy bombs being thrown by the striker. But at the end of the day, patience is what won this fight. StreetBeefs Scrapyard, Scotty Showtime versus King Kai. Firefight. Sam K and the Fire 5.
I like that. That was a killer Fire 5. Fuck yes.
Bro. I mean, that so hot, bro. It had me sweating just going over the fights, bro. I mean, just talking about them. Classics, man. Classics.
Classics. All I'm going to say is I love when we have a show, and at the end of the show, I got a couple questions I didn't get to ask her. I didn't get to cross off.
Yo.
What's up? because it means that it was a good, fun show. Because they've had a couple of shows where there's people where I've had 20 questions and I've had every question scratched off, and it's like 15 minutes into the show, and I'm like, oh man. So if you guys are still watching, you see anything, thank you.
Yeah, bro. You know, phenomenal guests as always, man. Phenomenal guests, and when you have phenomenal guests, you're bound to have a phenomenal conversation. You know, and you know, like I said, man, these guys, those guys have they have records and they have stories. You know what I'm saying? And it's just great conversation, man, as always, bro.
Oh yeah. When the minute B said David Goggins, I lit up instantly because I bring him up to a lot of people. And either A, they don't know him, or B, they're like, oh, he's too intense. Why would you want to follow a person like that? I'm like, because clearly he achieves what he wants to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reality don't speak. So, but you know, we've kept following y'all watching long enough. What's that?
Oh, I was just saying you see it in how he fights, you know.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking beast. But yeah, no, it's about that time. We kept you guys long enough. It was a great show, fun show. And if you're watching it later, thank you for peeping it. You're live, asking the questions, and you're still tuned in now. Thank you. Anything you want to say, something, Kay?
Yeah, man. Let me go ahead and give out my shout outs, bro. First and foremost, gotta thank the guests tonight. Beast and Ryu Sennin. Phenomenal, man. We appreciate you guys' time. Great conversation. Like I said, audience, thank you guys for being here. Whether you're live or watching us on replay, we appreciate you guys. And while you're at it, go check out Beast and Ryu Sennin's fights, man. These guys are warriors, and you're bound to see some entertaining fights. And not to mention, we got Ryu Sennin fighting the champion of West Coast heavyweight MMA, Shinigami, next month at the Super Bowl. So yeah, man. Yeah, you guys be on the lookout, man. But shout out to StreetBeefs West Coast, StreetBeefs Scrapyard, StreetBeefs Dirty South, and StreetBeefs OG Yard. We do this for you guys. I don't really do the social media. If you guys got me, you got me. If you want to see me, I'll be here every Tuesday, same time. And let me go ahead and give the shout out to the greatest co-host, Buddy V, and the best producer, Jay. Man, I appreciate y'all. We do this. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it for me, man. Other than overtime hustling, I appreciate you guys. And you guys be on the lookout. I'll be in the magazine next month. And never forget the shout out for Heart in the Fight. We appreciate what you guys do, man. Thank you guys. That's it for me, man.
Hell yeah, I love it. And you guys know what I'm about to say. You gotta go to zwell-world.com to go get your official Yankee and the Brent t-shirt or any other merchandise. You might see something cool. I've actually got a couple cool new design, almost finished. Zwell_Buddy V. That is my Instagram. And I actually just created the Zwell Facebook page not too long ago. Zwell World, obviously. I'm still figuring that shit out, so probably about another week or two, then you'll start seeing very consistent stuff. I got everything ready to go, though. But other than that, you know, it's always a fun time. We have good, you know, we just enjoy every second. We get to meet new people, talk to different personalities, different types of fighters. And that's the one thing is being a fighter, you know, that we'll always put our all into it. Every guest that we have, both of us here. And yeah, thank you, Song K. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, viewers. And in the words of Jay, one world, one love, deuces.